All right, in this video, I'm going to outline for you guys what you actually need to do as a man to level up above 99% of the other people, the other men in your country, in your location, how to become that 1% elite man aesthetic, how to get there, what you need to do. This is going to be a no BS video. I'm not going to peddle you some stupid Notion template. I'm not going to tell you that you need to set an app on your phone to tell you to do push-ups every 5 minutes. This is really what's going to separate you. It's going to be the mindset, it's going to be the ideas, and it's going to be the initiative to actually go forward and do this. If you don't listen to any of this advice and you don't take action on any of it, there's no reason to be in this video. If you don't have any intention of making your life better, becoming elite, becoming a person who is sovereign, can make their own decisions and craft their own kind of life, then you can go ahead and click away. All right, let's get into the tips here. Number one, if you're solely dependent on a job that is location dependent, you need to start finding ways to either move your income remote, move it online, start a side hustle, or do something so that you're in more control of your income. A lot of people like to say that their office job or normal job, well, that's safe and secure. And then if I did something else on my own, then who knows what could happen? I could lose my income. And in reality, that safe job that you have is not really that safe. Unless you're like a nepotism hire or something like that, your job is probably not that safe. And with the way AI is going, and who knows what corporations are going to try and pull to stop paying workers and just pay computers to do the work for them, you don't know what job can become compromised. And maybe you're a heavyweight in your field or something like that. Maybe you're a doctor, right? Something that's not going to be easily replaceable. A lot of your problems in your life and a lot of reasons why you're not where you want to be is actually a location issue. It's actually not a personal issue that you have. It's where you're at and it's what you have access to in your current vicinity. Now, I know a lot of self-improvement people on here are going to talk about, well, you need to get in six-pack shape and make this income and have all these habits in check, blah, blah, blah. And I love all that stuff. I love improving yourself. But if you don't have the ability to move your location, to be dependent on your own income, and to be able to choose and build the lifestyle you want, if you're stuck in one place, that's just going to severely limit your options in your life, and you may not like the outcomes that's going to lead you towards. So whether it's starting a side hustle, whether it's starting something on social media, maybe content creation, whatever that happens to be, whatever you're skilled, wherever you feel like you excel in, you need to start now. You need to start yesterday. Find out how to build that income and take it online and take it remote. And maybe it's your current job now. Maybe there's options to work remotely that you just didn't know about. And if you're highly regarded at your firm, maybe you can discuss different ways that you can start to work remotely and work in different locations, because this is going to be massive for you in terms of your ability to save, in terms of your different, advantages, and in terms of your different choices when it comes to, partners down the line. Okay, a lot of places in the West are just not suitable for traditionally minded men these days. That's just the reality. But it doesn't mean you don't have opportunities elsewhere. You're just selling something no one wants to buy. However, your product may be highly regarded and highly sought out after in different locations. You just got to figure out how to get there. So make yourself mobile, find out how to get your income online, become more dependent on yourself for the income and not an employer, and you're going to be in a lot better shape come 2026. And the second thing, this comes down to the habits. If your habits are garbage, specifically when it comes to treating your body, you're setting yourself up for freaking failure. If you're going out drinking on the weekends, smoking all kinds of garbage, vaping all kinds of stupid chemicals, eating junk conveyor belt food that's awful for you, and you just continue to suck that stuff up, slurp it up like a pig from a trough, and continue to get fatter and weaker and not fit just like the system wants you to, you're going to be in a lot of trouble. I would suggest finding a way to start eating more natural foods, eating more meat, look into things like the paleo diet, look into things like the carnivore diet. Okay, I made this huge mistake. I used to be, fatter. I was eating ho-hos and Twinkies and ding-dongs, and this totally ruined my physique. It ruined my health to a large degree as well. I was starting to experience major issues. And so I've been there, guys. Okay, I've struggled with the food thing. We are given super consumable, addictive, sugary garbage for us to consume since we're basically out of the womb. So it's tough for a lot of people to stop doing that. I sympathize with you. But if that's not in check and you're treating your body not like a temple, not like God has designed for us, but you're treating it like a trash compactor, like a garbage can, garbage in, garbage out, that's what's going to happen with your body. So start looking into ways to eat healthier, give yourself better fuel. You're going to feel more mentally focused. You're going to feel a lot better in terms of accomplishing your tasks. You're going to be fitter, and you're going to be able to start taking on things, feeling more confident. Okay, when you get into good shape and you start feeling fitter, everything in your life starts to kind of line up a lot better. People treat you better. This is just a reality. I know this sucks. Like, oh, it's on the inside that counts and on the outside it doesn't matter. Yeah, of course, people's inner disposition and their heart is what matters most. Okay, I do care about that. But people are also superficial creatures. They care what you look like. Attractive people make it further in the world. And just trying to deny that and trying to get everyone to conform to what you think reality should be is not going to work. So get your diet in check. Start getting to the freaking gym. Even if it's just lifting weights once or twice a week, that's actually enough, unless you're like a total gym bro. But girls don't really care if you're like ultra jacked or, or anything like that. They just want you in shape. They want you fit. You can't be a fat slob. So, get that in check. Figure out how to eat more naturally. Okay. The last year, I've gone through all sorts of problems with my diet and food. And I think it's related to me not eating so healthy earlier in my life. Right now, I'm eating more of a paleo carnivore diet. I feel much better. I feel fit. I feel healthier. Okay. So cut the garbage with the drinking. Cut that down to almost zero. If you're smoking stuff, if you're consuming chemicals, cut that all out. Cut the junk conveyor belt food out. It's tough at first, but if you push through, your life's going to be so much better. You're going to feel locked in. You're going to feel ready to go and start getting to the gym 2 or 3 times a day. Go for a jog a couple times a week. That's all it takes, guys, honestly, to turn yourself around. I know you watch fitness videos and it's like you got to go to the gym 15 times a week and you got to run 35 million miles. Okay, really, to dial in the diet, go to the gym 2 or 3 times a week, lift some weights, get stronger every week. That's all you really need to do. I don't really give fitness advice because it's honestly not that hard. Freaking show up, put in a little bit of work, and you're going to be in good shape. The third thing would be get your passport and start learning about other options overseas for you to build your life. Now, if you love America and you never want to leave, well, then this step is not for you. But if you're not feeling content in the place that you are, if you're not feeling like the culture in your country is really working for you, especially if you're in America or in the West, find out a way to get your passport and start exploring places where you will fit better. Start exploring places where cost of living is lower. Okay, housing prices in the US are absolutely insane and off the charts, and it doesn't look like that's going to get better. So instead of sitting around and whining like I used to do, okay, get your passport, find out what places are low cost of living, find out what cultures interest you, find out where you would like to live, and go explore there. Do it safely, learn about the country, learn about the safety precautions, but go and figure it out. Okay, that's my goal here in 2025, is to actually explore the places that maybe work for traditionally and Christian-minded men. Will these places work? Is it doable? Can we make this thing work? That's what I want to do in 2025, and that's what's something I think you should explore as well. Like I said, unless you're dead set on staying in the States and you like where you are, but if you're like where you are in life and you're not looking to change at all, why are you watching this video? Stop lying to yourself, okay? You're looking for other options. You're looking to get better. You come to the right place. This is a space where we talk about how to improve your life and how to get better. And unfortunately, right now in the era that we live in, you need to look into finding, different countries that give you a better advantage. That's just where we are now. Countries are competing for citizens. People in other countries are competing for high value men in other countries. That's where we are right now. It wasn't like that in the 1950s, but that's how it is now. And you have a massive advantage in terms of earning US dollars. US dollars are king. Okay, I would say Bitcoin is more king than that, but we'll get into that in a different conversation for a later video. But US dollars right now are still worth a ton. Okay, you'll see other countries' currencies will crash against the US dollar. Relative to that, US dollar is fairly solid. I see it staying solid for quite a while now until, like I said, I think Bitcoin will kind of overtake it as a value store. But, I'm not going to get too much into that in this video. But if you can earn US dollars and you can get your passport and you can find countries where you can leverage that income, you're going to be in an amazing spot. So that's where this syncs up with step 1. You find out how to get remote income. It doesn't have to be a lot for these countries with low cost of living. You find out how to go there. You find out how to, make that money remote, utilize that US dollar, make yourself, you're now a king and more valuable in these countries in terms of the sexual marketplace, in terms of finding traditional women that you can build families with. You're going to be able to start doing life more on easy mode and instead of ultra hard mode, which is what it is in the US. The US is great for making money. The US is great for, some economic opportunities. But in terms of everything else, a lot of people are finding that they're being displaced if they have certain, more traditional mentalities. They're not really fitting in. So you utilize the US dollar, you get your passport, you find places that fit more with you, and you go explore them. If you don't like them, you don't like them. Fine. Then you found out that the US is still the best place for you and you deal with it there. But I think maybe when you start to explore some of these countries, I've explored some of them. I'm going to do a lot more exploring in 2025, that there's a lot of good options out there for you. You don't have to settle for what's in the US. You don't have to, change who you want to be as a traditional God-centered Christian man. You can continue to be that, but you're just in the wrong place. You're, what you're selling, people aren't buying here. Go to a place where people are selling and you're high in demand. So those are my 3 real steps for becoming a top 1% man. Notice it wasn't anything really about how you need 7 Bugattis and 13 houses. Really, it's about a mindset. Really, it's about understanding where your value is in the world, on the planet, where you can best leverage that and then build the life for yourself. If you have built a life for yourself that you love and that you're, serving God, you're serving a higher purpose, that's all you need. It doesn't matter how many mansions you have. It doesn't matter how carved out your 6-pack is. That's not really matter. It's about serving God, serving that purpose, building the life that you want, that you enjoy every day. That's the win. That's the W. That's becoming the 1% men, because the 1% men have built a life that they enjoy. That's really the value about it. It doesn't matter how much money is in your bank account, how much your annual salary is. You can make $1,000, $1,500 a month in some of these places overseas and just killing it and have a great life. That's not 6 figures, so it doesn't matter, right? Yeah, you're in the upper income brackets there, but notice I didn't put a number on it because everybody's life is going to look a little different. So let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Let me know if you're planning to do any of these things in 2025. I hope you enjoyed this video. I've got a bunch of other self-improvement videos on my channel as well. It's discussing these topics. Thank you so much for watching. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time.